To do the iPhone 14 battery replacement, you're going to remove the P2 screws from the bottom of the phone or your star bit. And then you'll want to heat it up for 10 minutes on the heater on the back glass side. You won't have to take off the screen when you do this repair, which is amazing. All right, so we'll take a look at the battery, and the battery comes with some great warranties. This is the Pro version. I wouldn't recommend using the Select because that's what we're warranting during this repair. And then this is my sponsor, Cellhelmet. This is the charger that you're supposed to use for the iPhone 14 and 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max is a 20-watt USB-C to Lightning charger. It's worth it. I use it myself. Next, you'll grab your metal pry tool, lift from the bottom on the back glass, and then grab your plastic pry tool and work your way around the edges to break the adhesive. The battery was expanding, so it made it really easy for this thing to come off. You don't need the suction cup unless it really isn't expanded as bad as this, but that's why we are warranting the battery. And this customer is so happy I was able to fully warranty the battery, even though when we open it up here, look at how expanded and damaged it is. He probably maybe dropped it, but who knows? Go grab your Y000 screwdriver and unscrew the 3 screws, the blue and in the red boxes, to take off the back glass. The top one is the wireless charging pad. I, for some reason, took this off first, but it has a little bracket holding it down. And then you're going to want to unscrew the one for the battery connector. And make sure you disconnect the battery first. So we'll grab out our plastic spudger here and use the flat end and then just give it a twist. And we got the battery connector off just like so. And now we'll do the same exact thing for the wireless charging pad and the flashlight of the back glass. And now we can remove it safely. Look at how expanded that battery is. It is actually a Ampstrix Select, and also he was using the wrong charger for his phone. And then also it was charging it overnight, so it was causing it to expand. It's important to take your battery off the charger when it's at 100% charged. Otherwise, it can cause expanding. And I'm going to use some liquid adhesive remover, or not liquid adhesive remover, just like it's a acetone and alcohol mix where I am able to pry out the batteries safely. And I'm just using my plastic spudger because I thought maybe because it's an aftermarket thing, it would just come right out. But anyways, I grab out this tool. I'm going to put it in the description below. I got it from Menards.com, and it's a plastic pry tool that you can use to get out batteries. It's amazing how good this tool is for getting out batteries and not breaking. When I was prying out the battery, the frame started separating from the bottom. I'm assuming that he probably dropped the phone, and also the heat that was applied to the back glass to get it off caused the adhesive for underneath the screen to get a little loose. So then it was like coming out, kind of messing it up. So once I lay down the back glass at the end of the repair, I just make sure to clamp it and re-adhere some extra adhesive around that like little bracket on the bottom of the charge port. Look at how badly expanded this thing is. It definitely got punctured in some way. Something's in there. And I still ended up warrantying it for this guy, but I don't think that this is actually a warrantyable battery. And here you can see that it kind of like bent to the bottom of it. And it's something to think about, that you could actually break this screen by prying out the battery. So just be as gentle as possible. So you can see that it's like not even. And I try to reinforce it, and I just push it down, and I see that the screen was coming up a little bit. So after I test everything, the screen did end up working and everything. But that's how these phones like really break, is the frame is that little plastic piece there. So I'm just taking off the adhesive here right where it's got that crack, so then I can reinforce it with liquid adhesive when I'm finished with the repair. I'm going to speed this part up a little bit. I'm just checking to make sure the phone isn't going to like have the bottom part of the frame break off when I'm all done, and just kind of inspecting it to make sure everything is flush, so then this thing is waterproof. And I also take a picture so then I can show the customer if some reason he repairs with return repair issues. and hold myself accountable. I also have this video. And I also want to tell you guys, please like and subscribe. If you find this guide helpful, give me a super thanks. Okay, so we will grab out the new battery. It's nice. It's got adhesive on the back of it already. And we'll just pull that off. I normally push down on it to make sure the adhesive's stuck to the back of the battery. So I just come back and touch it with my hands. But I don't really recommend touching it with your hands because it won't be as sticky. You connect the battery first, always. Never lay the battery down first. Otherwise, you're going to have problems, and you're going to have to take out that battery and hopefully not pry it all up and bend it all up and everything and make it a defective battery. I disconnected the battery there just because I'm going to lay down the adhesive. I use this T7000 liquid adhesive around the edges to make sure that I can make it as water resistant as possible. And then I'll clamp it at the end of the repair to make sure it stays on and it doesn't fall off on this customer. I do recommend getting the pre-cut adhesive for this. I unfortunately did not have it on hand, so I had to make things work like this. You could use double-sided tape and that sort of thing too, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's just hard because you might cover up things that need to be like snug. There's like little brackets around the back glass. Please leave a comment below if you have any feedback. I'll pin the more important ones. If you have any good pointers, I'll pin it to the top. And also, I don't like telling people who I buy my parts from because it's my own personal data of where I get these precious parts. But mobilecentrics.com, Menards.com, and Cellhelmet for a charger. I wanted to make sure you guys knew that I have no affiliate with MobileCentrics or Menards. So if you use those links, please leave me a super thanks. It'd be much appreciated for telling you where I get these precious parts and tools. So first we will connect the flashlight and wireless charging pad. It looks like the heating pad of it is tore up a little bit, but that's not a big deal. It's not going to cause any issues other than just maybe getting hot. And then you'll connect the battery and we'll turn it on and give it a good test. I'm going to make sure the screen works and everything because when I pried out the battery, it didn't look like the frame stayed together right. And I was concerned about that. And I'm going to take the testing off the camera because that's my customer's personal data and I don't want you to know what's on their phone or their name or their number. All right, so we got to plug it in with the charger to get it to turn on here. And then I'm going to give a good test and I'm going to skip that part. And I'm sorry about that. And just so you know, it will have a battery message when the phone turns on or is restarted, and it'll always be in your settings forever. I recommend that you put this bracket in with both hands. I actually was trying to put it on just one-handed, and then I tried with my tweezers, and I highly recommend do not use the tweezers near the board unless you're a trained professional like myself. The reason for it is you don't want to accidentally short out the board with the metal tool when you're touching it while the battery is connected. So what I recommend is that you use something to hold up the back glass while you put it on. But I'm just going to speed up the rest of the repair here. You guys got this far. I believe that you can do the rest from here. Just so you know that the brackets just kind of slide over and they'll make a little click sound and you'll know it's connected. This repair was worth it. And thank you for watching, everyone. Please check out my other videos. I'm going to speed it up from here like I was just saying. And I just keep talking. It's called the Minnesota Goodbye, but I'm in North Dakota. Close enough. All right. See you next time.